Hi, we're hanging out with Mike Posner, fresh from his set at Dragonland Music Festival. How was that?
It's good.
You said when you were on stage that you wanted to make it the best show you've ever played. Do you think you succeeded?
No,
Why not?
just failed.
What was it? Was it a crowd reaction thing? Were you worried about how people responded or how people sang along? What could have made it a perfect gig for you?
If I just did better.
Oh, so it was with you.
Yeah.
I thought you gave a great show.
Thanks.
Climbed up the scaffolding at one point, running around. You were working that crowd, and it was great to see. So you've been to Hong Kong before, right?
Yes.
What is your favorite part about the city?
I haven't really explored that much of it. Mostly just been on stages and hotels, to be honest. Last time I was here, climbed that peak. Well, climb is maybe a bit of a euphemism. Walked up a...
Did you get the tram?
I think so. I can't remember. It's about 5 years ago.
Is there anything else you'd like to do where you get a few days to look around, or have you got to shoot off straight away?
No, I'm going to China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where else are you looking forward to playing?
I'm looking forward to not playing for a little bit. Played a lot this year.
Yeah, I bet it's draining. We hear that you've just been meditating straight. You started meditating fresh off the stage. Is that a usual ritual for you to sort of decompress after a show?
Yeah.
And we hear you like to do a lot of writing as well. You're about to release your first book of poetry, Teardrops and Balloons. Why did you decide to share your words with fans without music for a change?
I've been writing poems as long as I've been writing songs. I just didn't know what for until I met a friend who has a publishing company. So he published my book, and I guess it's good to share the art you work on. I don't know. I could just leave it in my notebooks and stuff. It seems weird though. It seems better to share it.
I think there's a lot of people who are excited to read it as well. And in your song Be As You Are, of course, you reference Virginia Woolf, who I hear you're a fan of. If she was still around today, what do you think she'd make of you?
I think she would think I'm the best songwriter in the world. Yeah.
I'm sure she would. And what would you say to her if she was still around?
I don't know. Part of her death is so much a part of, I guess, maybe not who she is, but the myth of who she is. You know, she's like one of the archetype of like troubled artists, like Van Gogh. You know, so it's hard to separate her death from her, but I suppose you can.
So do you identify with her quite a lot then?
Yeah.
In a snippet from Teardrops and Balloons that you posted on Twitter entitled I Suck at Girls, you talked about how fame in the music industry is a lot like being at high school. Does that reflect your true feelings?
Yeah.
And a lot of your songs as well deal with the emptiness of fame. Did that come as a bit of a nasty surprise in your career? Was it a shock that was the case?
Yeah, because they always told me, and this is kind of a cultural they.
Mm-hmm.
I was always led to believe that if I got rich and famous, that it would sort of it would solve all my problems. And so I set about becoming rich and famous. I was pretty good at that. I achieved it at a young age. Obviously, it's all relative. I'm much richer and more famous than a lot of people, but also less rich and less famous than a lot of people too. But it didn't fill me up. I don't feel enlightened at all. But I feel I have the capacity to find that one day. I'm glad I learned that lesson at 24, not 74.